Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, what I like to do is to create videos that I would have found helpful when I first got out looking for treasure. Like what should be in this today. This will probably be a fairly fast little video. We are opening up a cheap little eBay package. This particular one cost me 23 bucks after shipping. Oh, that's something I bought at the thrift shop. I thought it was worth bringing up too, because this was going to be such a quick little video, I think. Not a lot of pins in this one, but the reason that I jumped on it was, well, a couple things. I just liked it. I like these old pin lots. And I was pretty certain this is gold. So we'll have a look here. We'll see what we got. Cotton Bowl, 1990. That is not going to be gold. That I thought was kind of cool. Presbyterian. I'm not sure what the SS means. Old style pin for sure. Probably silver. I don't know. Hard to say. I like it though. I thought that was pretty cool. Worth looking up, seeing if that symbol means anything and what the SS might mean. Here we have a high school, VB High School, 1917. Now, you might not necessarily think it, but something like this could end up being gold. So the front looks good for gold in certain respects. See, we have real nice shine, real nice shine. Let's see, do we think that was added? If you've been watching my videos and you've missed the one about gold face and gold fill, you might be confused as to what I'm looking for. But with a lot of these old pins, what would happen is you can see a very distinct line where the gold starts and the brass starts. And in this case, I'm not seeing that line. So we will go ahead and we'll gold test that. We'll acid test that one here. This looks cool. I don't think, nah, that's not going to be any kind of precious metal. Maybe silver, but I doubt it. Just kind of a cool little pin. And then this was the one that I bought the lot for. Little acorn there. But yeah, this looks very, very 10 karat, and we're not even going to have to test this guy, are we? Because it's actually marked right there, 10. We will go ahead and test it, but I don't see any signs of this being anything other than gold. And this was, it belonged to GH. One of the things that's good here is you can see how deep this goes and how deep this engraving is, and we're not seeing anything else. There's that nice shine, that micro scratching. We're not seeing any kind of different metals associated to it. So yeah, I think this one's going to be gold. This one very well may be too. And we'll see if that one's silver. Now this is silver, and I just thought this was cool. I think that what this is, you can see here where it's sterling, and I might have overpaid for it slightly by weight. Let's have a look here. Sometimes when you like something, you'll pay money for it. And this particular object, I liked it a lot. I don't know that it's 20 grams of silver though, but we'll see. That weighs in at 22 grams. So I paid $20 for it, and it's sterling, as you saw. So feel free to do the math yourself. Silver's so all over the place right now. I don't know how much this is worth whenever you're viewing this film. But what I will say is that it is, as of today, worth quite a bit more than I paid. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. And I think this is from the brief research I did, that these were for civilian air instructors for World War II, which I think is pretty neat. Now let's have a look here. This one's going to end up being 10 karat, maybe 14, but I think the 10 is telling us that it's 10. Let's see. Did we get our $23 worth? Oh yeah. 1.5 grams of 10 karat gold. We are golden. And then we'll go ahead and weigh this up ahead of time and see if that does also end up being 10 karat gold. 2.5 grams of 10 karat is probably what we got out of this. We'll see. We'll see in just a minute. This one is unmistakably gold, and the reason I grabbed the lot, this one is possibly. The more I look at it, the more I think we actually do have it in a little chunk of gold. And you might think that's strange, but the cool thing about these old pieces of gold fill is when you look real close, you can actually see where the gold starts and the brass starts. So I'm not seeing where the brass is starting, and that is definitely gold right there, 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 and there. So I'm feeling good about this one. Oh, we'll see. That might end up being silver, but it's a, what, 1.7 grams. So, all right, let's go out and do a little bit of testing. All right, let's do a little testing. I also had a couple other things that we're going to test real quick because I found these when I was fishing around in my gold fill bucket and to make some videos for you folks. And I don't know if they're gold, so we're going to also go ahead and test these real quick because sometimes these do end up being gold, and this has all of the hallmarks of actually being one that is. So we're going to go ahead and get right to doing some scratching here. Sounds good. Yep. And then we'll do this. I don't think this outside ring is going to be, but we'll see. Well, it looks like it's all the same material. So, all right, and we're going to test this little guy here. Let's see if I can. Yep, I think we're good. It's all the same material. It's not exposing anything different. So with this one, we're going to do over here. And I like to do sort of, with silver, I like to get more material. And I like to make sure that if there is anything on top, any silver plate on top, that I've gotten down through that. So I do one sort of throwaway spot, and then I do one more. And that throwaway spot can get the 18 carat that people often recommend that I use. I've had mixed results with the 18 carat. I'm gonna use this one there so we can sort of see what I think 10 karat looks like, but we'll also go ahead and put 14 on there just to see if that one is 14. So let's put these where they belong so we don't forget what we're doing. Boom and bada boom. All right, let's grab us some 10 karat acid, shall we? Yeah, buddy? Well, I'm down here. You can come on down. Okay, now I can't remember that one. That's the one that I want to do. So there's our silver test acid. Wow, we are looking good on everything, aren't we? Man, I am not unhappy about the results of this particular, well, one that I was fishing around in my gold fill bucket. That's an interesting noise my small child upstairs is making. I may have to pause the video for a moment. We'll see if he comes down. Is that starting to eat through? Why don't we go ahead and try our 14 karat And part of why I like to do the 14 karat is that if it is, I expect it to be 10 karat, I like to be able to see it go away. Like that right there. See how that's just straight up gone? This is getting eaten up here, which I kind of expect to a certain degree because most of these that I've found marked are actually 8 karat gold. So the fact that it's still continuing to exist a little bit is good. Up here, we can see that most of the gold's getting eaten, but not quite all of it, indicating this is probably a solid 10 karat, maybe slightly better than 10 karat, which happens. Looks like the same thing is happening here. So I'm guessing these are both maybe same manufacturer, but they look like they're the same gold. Actually, this looks like it might be even slightly better than 10 karat. And this continues to fade, which is interesting. Why don't we go ahead and check our silver here real quick. Now, this test, this will turn red if there's silver there. So we just want to let that one go. I'm going to go ahead. I think this one is not going to be gold. This I'm going to retest. And I think our Presbyterian pin, I don't see any indication of it being silver. But some folks like the 18 karat test acid test, which if it turns bright blue, say there is, it's sterling. So we'll just put a little drop there and see what happens. It doesn't seem to be turning that blue that people like, so I don't think this guy is silver. It's probably silver plate, but I don't know that it's really proper silver. But here we can easily call that 10 karat. We can easily call that 10 karat. And this, I think we can probably comfortably call 8 karat, but we'll do one more little retest here. Let me clean this all up, and we'll give it another shot real quick. Okay, so I gave it a real good scratch on the back, and that is 10 karat test acid, which is going away. So I think this one is probably gold fill, as I originally suspected. And what I had with that first test was probably just that I was getting the gold off of the surface. So that's why if you have any suspicion at all, it's always good to just retest so that you know. It is very easy to convince yourself of something with some of these, with the acid testing. So if you want to be sure, just, run the little test again and do what I did there, which was to actually like take quite a bit of material off and then do the scratch. That way you make sure that you get down to the brass underneath. But yeah, I think with that, you know what? We'll wrap up this video because we are definitely done. We know how much gold we have, and we did very, very well. Was that like 2.5 grams if you discount the pins, or the pins, for $23. Now I will say, with the current prices of gold, these little bits and bobs of gold are well worth grabbing. And I'm not sure the gold's really going to go down a whole lot now, but who knows? Anyone who wants to prognosticate about gold is welcome to. I tend to think that the reason gold is up is because the dollar is down. There's just it's just not worth what it used to be. So I think that gold is probably going to stay pretty high for some time. That's just me. Now, if you found this video useful, I hope that you can use any information you glean from it to go out and find yourself some treasure.
Like this, I've been Thomas.